Top 5 Ghosts Caught on Camera. The Watts Family. So almost a year ago, I uploaded a video about the tragic case of the Watts family and the strange supernatural events that were caught on video by police body cameras after their deaths. Recently, Netflix has released a documentary about the Watts family tragedy, and viewer emails have come flooding in. Now, many claim to have seen paranormal evidence in the documentary that I never explained in my last video. And then there are a lot of people who just never saw my previous video about the Watts family case. So here's a quick recap before we jump into the all-new supernatural evidence. Shanann Watts and her daughters Bella and Cece lost their lives under absolutely horrible circumstances, all at the hands of husband and father Chris Watts. In fact, the details of the case are so grim that I'm not going to go into them here. But if you want to know the full story, you can either simply Google the Watts family or check out the new Netflix documentary. Now, in this next video, which was taken right after the disappearance of Shanann Watts and her daughters, 2 female officers from the police K-9 unit go into the Watts house to investigate the strange disappearance of Shanann Watts and her 2 daughters. Obviously, this video was recorded before the tragic fate of Shanann and her children were known. The footage is 100% real. It is documented police video captured by one of the investigators' body camera.
So there's your attic access right there.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. What in the world is that?
Wow.
Go in there and step on that little blue thing and see if that's where that noise came from.
Yeah, it sounded like a kid toy.
It might. It sort of sounds like it.
Something. I heard it.
That one, did you hear it?
I did.
Again, I want to point out that all of this footage and the strange EVPs you just heard were captured on police body cams and released directly to the public. So nothing was tampered with and nothing could possibly be faked. Now, even creepier, 1 month after the tragic incident in the Watts home, police are called back to the empty house because neighbors report seeing a woman moving around inside the home. Also, someone had turned on the inside garage lights. When they went inside, police found no one. But some viewers believe they might have caught something else. As a police officer is standing at the top of the stairs, it almost looks as if some small shadow peeks out from behind him, just for a second.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it's like it goes for it and then like takes up a step, but like real quick, like, oh, you saw me.
Now, there's also another moment caught by police cameras that I did not point out in the previous video.
Hey Nukes, I just want to let you know I've been watching this documentary that everybody's been talking about. And right here in this room, there's a little girl standing right here playing. She's wearing like an orange shirt, and there's another girl right there, right there, right there. And there's another one right here, Movement. You see her?
Oh,
right
wow.
Here. See?
Yeah, look at this. There's a little girl.
There she go.
Oh,
there she is. Okay.
Maybe you can look into it.
Now, many people have sent me this clip after seeing it on the Netflix documentary. Some believe that it might show the ghost of one of the little girls caught on camera. But the real explanation of this clip is something much more explainable. You see, the little girl in this footage is actually the daughter of Shanann's friend, Nicole, who reported Shanann missing. The little girl is simply playing in one of the Watts girls' rooms. As further evidence, Nicole and her daughter are seen on the police officer's body cam footage several times during the day that Shanann and her girls were reported missing. So this clip is nothing paranormal. However,
I was
There
gonna say
is some
because she had
new,
long hair.
very odd, and possibly paranormal
And the
video
two little
that has been
girls
getting
had-
a lot of attention over the last week.
Like shorter hair.
So YouTube ghost hunter Franco TV was traveling through Colorado and decided to stop and pay his respects to the Watts family house. He leaves a teddy bear on the doorstep, putting it with other gifts of condolence left by visitors. He is broadcasting his trip to the house live to his Patreon members, but he has no plans of doing any ghost investigating. Frank is simply paying his respects. But then he catches something very, very strange.
Hey guys, so this video is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. This wasn't supposed to be an adventure. It was only supposed to be me going to the Watts house to pay my condolences. I am up to date with what was going on with the whole situation, and I wanted to visit the house and drop off a teddy bear that I had purchased. However, I did decide to bring my live stream with me for Patreon, and something completely unexpected happened upon recording. Now, let's use a thermal imaging camera and seeing what we can see. This should actually be pretty interesting. Hold on, let me put the tam cam away for a second. That's the house through the thermal. This thing is awesome.
Oh wow, that is a nice camera.
I think I'm the only one. Ooh, that was weird. I don't know if that was me, but I think I saw... You know what's weird? Look at the front, the top window to the right. That one's the only one that it looks like there's something behind it. What is unnerving is that you don't see anything. Look at that. I am literally getting a heat signature right in front of that window. Like someone's standing there. Alright, so right now this video footage is only just so I could get a high definition footage. I'm going to be recording with a different camera on my thermal imaging, because unfortunately I can't take the videos off of it. So this is just to show you that both windows are open. That's the window that I was seeing weird movement from. And apparently these two rooms, what I just read online, was the two little girls' rooms. What the hell is that? What is that? Does that look like someone with their head in their hand holding against the window? Look, and now it's changing. There it goes.
Wow.
What the hell am I seeing?
That did look like movement.
Again, this is coming straight.
I'm like trying to squint my eyes like something different's
From an
gonna happen. I'm
infrared
like,
perspective.
oh.
Look, it looks like somebody else just came in on the far left. This was not supposed to be even a video. It was just a place that I came to visit. However, what I saw on the thermal I thought would be interesting to show you guys. I came here to drop off a bear. And I actually put the bear over here because it's like a little memorial here.
That is sad.
So did Franco TV possibly capture the ghosts of Shannon and her children on camera by accident? Did the police officers capture footage of the family trying to reach out from beyond? Let me know what you think.
I have
You can watch
seen
Franco's full video about the Watts family house
tell me.
over on his YouTube channel.
Franco TV Adventures.
If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The least amusing park. In Veracruz, Mexico, there is an old abandoned amusement park called Reino Mexico.
That's
that has
already
a backstory right out of a horror movie. You see, back in 1985, this amusement park was built right over the top of an old graveyard.
What?
Not surprisingly, many people believe the old abandoned park to be cursed. People claim to have seen spirits walking the park grounds. And even creepier, it is said that the park's disturbing old statue of Snow White actually moves on its own late at night.
Yeah,
In fact,
that's
many
creepy.
visitors to the park claim to have caught the Reino Mexico statue blinking, including this video that went viral back in 2009.
Oh shoot.
Others say that the Snow White statue's eyes follow you
Oh my
as you
God,
move
that's
around
so
the park,
creepy.
as if it's just watching you. Popular Mexican urban explorer and occasional ghost hunter Eder Hernandez and his friends explored the Reno Mexico theme park on 2 separate occasions. Over the first 2 visits, they caught some very creepy and disturbing footage. As soon as the group arrives outside the park, things take a bizarre turn. Something seems to be jumping through the trees.
A la verga, aguanta. Vean mi gente.
Sounds like somebody threw something out there.
¿Estás grabando, güero? Verga, arriba del... ¿Ya viste, güey? Un pájaro.
They can't see what it is, but they decide that it must just be a large bird. But whatever it is, it just doesn't seem to reflect light.
Graba, güero. Ahí, como... ¿No te da la luz, verga?
After they enter the park, they decide to check out the supposedly haunted Snow White statue in the park's center. And this is when things get truly bizarre.
Esa es la famosa muñeca que les digo. Esa es la Blancanieves que supuestamente se mueve y... Pues aquí está la famosa, claro que sí, la famosa. Blancanieves, que parece que se le sacaron el cerebro los culeros. No tiene un hoyo en el brazo y... La verga, tiene cara diabólica, cabe mencionar, bandita. Cabe mencionar. Pero a ver... No, vete la verga.
Quiero voltear para allá.
A ver, verga, muévete, cara de verga. Hay que provocarla, hay que provocar. No. Que Carlos no quiero voltear, güey. Esto no se juega. Hijo de su puta madre.
Eder tries to taunt the spirit that allegedly possesses the statue, trying to provoke some sort of movement. But when he gets his wish, he's a bit freaked out. As they continue to tour the abandoned amusement park, Eder and his crew start to see odd mists and shadows.
Esa madre, verga. Mira, güey, vete a la verga, güey. No te pases de verga, güey. No te pases. ¿Qué es eso, güey? Pues yo qué verga voy a saber. Mira. Güey, pero no huele a humo, güey.
¿Como niebla? Mira.
Como pueden ver, aquí está el campo de fútbol. Bueno, no lo pueden ver, mi gente, porque al chile está reo. ¡A la verga! ¡No mames, güey!
Verga, ¿qué fue?
Vete a chingar tu madre, güey.
¿Qué pedo?
A su puta madre, güey. Había alguien ahí atrás, te lo juro, güey.
Neta. Ah, tus mamadas.
Te lo juro por Dios, vete a la verga. No, te lo juro, güey. Pasaron como... ¿Cuánto? ¿5 minutos? Para que me pudiera tranquilizar, les voy a decir lo que vi. Vi a una mujer, era mujer, silueta de mujer, aquí parada. Al chile.
Now, Eder's sighting wasn't caught on camera, so it's easy to simply dismiss it as fake. However, Eder and his crew did record something absolutely chilling that they didn't even realize. The frightening encounter was later pointed out by viewers. Now watch closely as Eder and his team walk through the bleacher seating area, right beside the spot where Eder claimed to see the silhouette of a woman.
Bueno, mi gente, aquí estamos en las gradas. No sé, ando ciego yo. A la verga. Yo nada más veo como que... Pero bueno, mi gente, estamos aquí en las gradas.
Did you see it? As Eder and his friends walk by the seating area, the figure of a woman seems to be sitting in one of the upper bleachers. Even creepier, as they pass, Eder switches back to his camera view, and in less than a second, the same figure now seems to be seated behind them, now on the complete opposite side of the bleachers.
Oh, wow.
So did Eder Hernandez catch a haunted statue and a full-body apparition on camera in the haunted amusement park? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Followed. Corey Davison from Alvin, Texas explains on his YouTube channel that throughout his childhood and young adult years, both he and his mother experienced bizarre paranormal activity that followed them whenever they moved to a new home. He says that through the years, they've witnessed pretty much everything supernatural. They've seen terrifying apparitions, furniture and small objects moving on their own, voices that mimic family members, and even the feeling of being touched by something that just isn't there. One day, Corey decides to try and capture some of the paranormal activity that he has witnessed throughout his life. So he starts to leave random cameras recording throughout his house. And eventually, he captures something truly bizarre.
I was in my dining room and the overhead lamp was moving, and I went to get my camera so I could videotape me eating to see if it would happen again. And as soon as, like literally as soon as I hit record, this happened.
Someone is inviting themselves to dinner. Yeah.
So I ran upstairs. I'm in the back room. Like, that's the stairway right there leading downstairs, and I'm kind of creeped out right now.
A chair in Corey's dining room seems to suddenly move on its own. Visibly a little freaked out, Corey walks over and shoves the chair back. But the chair comes sliding back towards him with violent force. Corey is a bit shaken up and just leaves, heading upstairs to his bedroom.
Totally understandable.
Now, you might have seen this single clip on other channels, but this is really just the beginning of Corey's story. Because over the course of the next 9 months, Corey captures more creepy footage of the strange activity in his house. Eventually, Corey and his mother have a CCTV system installed in their home and the surrounding property. They immediately start to capture strange activity.
Outside the house?
Alright, so I'm going to put in the garbage bag in the trash can.
Don't worry, we'll be right back. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment. You can find me at thegamerhippie.com. Also, if you're looking to render, edit any of your videos, either free or doesn't cost that much, I will be putting links where you can do that down below.
The door just opens on its own. And the only way to do it is from the clicker on the doorway or outside on the little pin pad, or by the clicker that is in my mom's car, and my mom's car is not here.
One day, as Corey is taking out the trash, the garage door just opens on its own. Now, Corey is a little shaken, but doesn't concern himself too much with this. After all, it could simply be a door malfunction. But what happens a few days later is not so easily explained.
Alright, so I'm making this video because my mom was doing laundry and she heard a noise outside. So I'm going to show you the video of that, of the occurrence with the noise. So she hears something. So she goes inside to get me. So I just came out. Sorry, fast forwarding is kind of messed up, but we both have our guns. So I go out and she stays in there. Alright, so this is our backyard. There's the shed in our backyard and then little garage area. And this way is where our actual garage is, where I walked from. If you look right there, see, I'm right here. That's the top of my thinning hair head, and there's something walking, or whatever the fuck, back there. And you can see me flash my light, and I had been flashing my light everywhere, and unfortunately I didn't. Oh, I went over there. Yeah, see, there's nothing. I didn't see anything while I was there, but you can see whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, because it's like giving off
coming
light.
back to the garage, and
oh man, and there's the
we
mom.
go inside, and there's nothing. There's nothing that comes this way.
The CCTV cameras catch a creepy white figure lurking outside their home. A figure that neither Corey nor his mother could see at the time. The apparition only showed up on their security cameras.
Oh my gosh.
To this day, Corey still says that all of the footage that he captured was real and 100% authentic. But what do you think? You can check out even more creepy videos of Corey's paranormal experience over on his YouTube channel, Core Sun. And Corey says that hopefully new videos will be coming soon to the channel. Room for one. Popular Chinese ghost hunter Xiao Long and his friend Lao Dai explore a decaying abandoned hotel in the middle of the night. They're live streaming their entire investigation. Now, the hotel has a dark past. It is said that through the years, many guests have taken their own lives while staying in the hotel. But it gets worse.
How can that
Back in 1985, there was a mysterious uncontrolled fire in the large building. Hotel guests were trapped inside, and many lost their lives in the blaze. Locals began to say that the hotel was, quote, cursed, and so fewer and fewer guests wanted to stay there. Eventually, the hotel couldn't afford to keep its doors open. It closed down, and the building was left abandoned. When Xiao Long and Lao Dai are roaming the creepy hotel hallways, Xiao Long gets scared by something.
Oh. He's so scared he farted.
Obviously, at first, the guys just seem to be goofing around.
Wait.
Wait.
老严呢？别瞎逼说。
What?
别瞎逼说。
But then things take a very serious turn and get downright creepy.
There's like a scream. Oh, wait, did he see something too?
Xiao Long and Lao Dai get spooked by a sound and run away. As they retreat, Xiao Long spots some terrifying shape inside one of the hotel rooms. The figure disappears almost instantly, and when they go back to check the room, nothing there. Now, of course, this encounter could have simply been a strange trick of the light. Either way, they decide to leave. Cut to 2 months later, and Xiao Long decides to return to the hotel all alone.
Oh, by himself?
And it did not go well.
Yeah, I don't think they like you swearing at their mothers. As doors start opening and closing on their own, Xiao Long understandably becomes a little on edge. You think?
He continues exploring the creepy building. What happens next shocks both Xiao Long and his live stream audience. So Xiao Long discovers what appears to be the main hall of the hotel. It's a spacious room with access to multiple hotel floors. But he starts to hear strange sounds coming from all around him.
出来！
He's making me nervous right now. Like, his fear is like... Oh.
Xiaolong is shook from the cascade of frightening bumps and bangs all around him, but he wants to continue and explore the hotel's dark upper floors. And this is when things take a turn toward the horrific.
这他妈能从这样上吗，兄弟们？不行，这提着。上！
God, that sounds like
这都鸡巴
scary.
烂了，这提着。操你妈的！
No, shoot.
哎呦！
No. They're all shaking now. Man.
操你妈的，滚！操你妈！
There's actually orbs like leaving from him. Did you see it? Dang. Run, dude, run!
Did you see it? The heavy chains holding the stairway begin to shake
Right there, look,
uncontrollably. But even creepier, a pair of pale, ghostly feet come into view, dangling lifelessly from somewhere inside the hotel's wall.
Oh, there it is.
That's when Xiaolong finally
You did it.
decides to just get out of there.
You did it.
So what
There's
do you
bumps.
think happened in this creepy hotel? Could the feet belong to the ghost of someone who tragically ended their life inside the hotel?
You think?
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You
I
can
don't
check
know.
out more of Xiaolong's scary videos over on his YouTube channel, Xiaolong Adventure.
Creepy.
The Thing in the Attic. Nuke's top 5 viewer Santana Altavero reached out to me through email about the strange paranormal activity he's been experiencing in his home. Santana and his wife recently moved into a new house, and everything seemed to be going great. At least at first. But ever since they discovered the home's creepy attic, they've begun to hear strange unexplained sounds around the house. And Santana's dog is exhibiting some very odd behavior. The dog started barking at things that just aren't there, especially focusing his attention on the hallway leading to the attic door.
Always trust your animals. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, one night Santana hears strange sounds coming from the attic. He climbs the stairs, but is unable to pull himself up through the small attic door to find the source of the sound. So thinking on his feet, he starts recording with his phone and raises it up into the attic. He pans the camera around to see if he can spot the source of the strange noises. When he checks the footage later, he is shocked by what he finds. Did you see it? A very small white figure seems to be hiding in the darkness. A few seconds later, the camera pans back, and the figure is gone. So what do you think this could be? Is it something paranormal? Is it some small critter running around the attic? Or is it just a strange trick of the light? You decide. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter for channel updates and other odd stuff, and I'll see you next week.
Okay, so that one got me again. First video gave me like 2 creepy physical reactions, and that's the one in China with that hotel, that abandoned hotel. That one got me good. That one got me real good. So, gosh, if you like these kinds of creepy videos too, I like to think of myself as a real composed person, and you know, forewarned is forearmed, and knowing what's going to happen and being able to debunk things while you investigate, super important. Because I started doing ghost investigations and going on to jobs and investigations as a consultant on certain things. I do catch some stuff quite often, but I like to see what other people are catching, and I'm liking to see how other people are reacting to this too. A lot of times I don't allow myself to be in this part of the seat while I'm investigating, because you can't, right? You can't just completely like lose your stuff. You gotta catch evidence. That's what you're there for, right? To actually get as much evidence as possible, and try to either support a story or be able to form some kind of story that makes sense. So yeah, oh my gosh, this one did get me at least once. So if this is something that you really like, if you liked this reaction, go ahead and like this video. Leave me a comment below if there's like a specific channel that you really like. This is exposing me to other kinds of channels in rapid fire with lots of different locations. So I think that's perfect. I like that it's not the same kind of situation. So that's perfect too. Kind of just to help me do a little bit of research. But yeah, the creepy factor, man. I'm not sure if it's this, like the editing, or if it's the additional music, but just I think it is just the energy of the people who are doing it, because I'm energy sensitive anyway. That one guy in the Chinese hotel, he was such in a panic and anxiety state of anxiety. I was already feeling anxiety, which is probably why I had that reaction to him in the first place. So if you like this, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And I love my subscribers. I love engaging with you. Don't forget to leave me a comment, and don't forget to hit that notifications bell so you know when all videos are coming out. This is just, I'm looking at this as not just reactions but research. I guess I have to kind of get used to being in a elevated state of energetic feelings and emotions, including fear. So it's kind of like training, right? But thank you so much, and let's keep this going by checking out the next video.